Stay a while and listen.
Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I start my early access coverage of Trials of Fire. It is by What Boy Games and released into Steam Early Access on May 7th, 2019. And it looks quite interesting. I believe the developer reached out to me directly and asked if I would be willing to showcase it. It looked like it would be something that you guys would all enjoy. I said, sure, I'll take a look. And we're about to begin for our very first attempt and hands-on experience with the game. And I believe we're going to go through the combat tutorial. We're going to kind of learn how the game is played, and yeah, we'll then hop in and do a new adventure from there. So, pretty excited. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Could be totally wrong. Maybe it's going to be terrible. I doubt that, but maybe. Probably not, though. Definitely not. Anyway. Combat intro. Over the course of your journeys across Ash, you will encounter monsters and hostile denizens of the land. Combat is turn-based and requires a strategic use of your party's skill cards to defeat the enemy. Alright. To win a battle, you have to defeat all enemies on the map by reducing their health to 0. Makes sense. Okay, here, your hunter on the left of the screen is facing an injured charred warrior on the right. Okay. Everything your hero can do in battle is driven by the skill cards they have in hand. Each member of your party has their own hands of cards. Cool. Highlighted on screen now. These. The color of the top of the hero's cards match the color of the hero's counter. The hero's counter? Is that this? Like my token? Let's start by playing the advance card from your hunter's hand to move him into a position where he can see the charred warrior. To do this, use the mouse to drag the advance card onto the highlighted space. Oh, blue 3. Oh, that's cool. Now that your hunter is in position, you can use one of your skill cards to damage the enemy. Okay. Most skill cards require willpower to be used. The willpower cost is displayed in the top right corner of the card. Right there. The number in the center of the recycle shrine, okay, at the top of the screen indicates the amount of willpower available to use. You need 1 additional willpower to use the shoot card, so you will need to recycle the other card, Power Shot, in your hand to afford it. Do this now. To recycle a card, either right-click on it or drag it onto the recycle shrine at the top of the screen. But I want to use Windrunner's Power Shot. It's so good. Alright. You should now notice that the recycle shrine displays a 1. Willpower in the shoot card is glowing, indicating that it is available to be played. Now, do stuff. Alright, drag and shoot. That's really cool. I love the mechanic how you drag it out of your hand and then it immediately starts triggering here. That's really cool. Boom! How that arrow, the arrow to the ear, that's an euro. An arrow that penetrates the ear is an euro, so you guys know. Not to be confused with the euro. Just saying. As you have seen, now, cards in your hand can either be played for the effect described on the card or recycled to provide the willpower needed to play cards. The key decision you will make on every turn in Trials of Fire is which of your cards you will play and which you will toss back to pay for them. If you feel that you have done everything you can or want to do, click the End Turn Hourglass down here. Okay, to finish your turn, doing this will allow the enemies to take their turn and fight back against your heroes. An hourglass below to do the thing that he said. The enemy is going to advance toward me, but that is all that he can do. It is time to finish him with Power Shot, which I am all for. The Charred Warrior is advancing, but you should be able to finish it off with your Power Shot card. The skill will cost 2 willpower, so you will need to recycle both of your other cards to perform this action. Remember, right-click, and yay, we're here. Oh, so many more bad things are happening. What's happening? What? It seems like the defeated Charred Warrior was not alone. But fortunately, or unfortunately, neither are you. Neither are you? Whatever. Your party has been joined by a warrior hero. Okay. Melee attacks can be used to damage enemies who are adjacent to one of your heroes. Melee attacks will generally do more damage than other attack types. But, however, they require your hero to be adjacent to an enemy. To perform a melee attack, your warrior will need to move adjacent to the enemy, but you do not have any movement cards in hand. Fortunately, you are never without options. Any card may be used to move its character up to 2 spaces on the map. Try this now by recycling one of the swipe cards in your hand. Yep. Swipe. Okay, you should now notice that the warrior character is highlighted, indicating that she can be moved. Okay. Move your warrior to the space adjacent to the hostile chart by picking her up and dropping her with the mouse. Mouse drop, guys and gals. Mouse drop. You will notice that areas adjacent to any enemies are highlighted with a crossed axe symbol. Okay. In order to play your swipe card, you will need an additional point of willpower. We know what to do, ladies and gentlemen. Changing your mind. You now have enough willpower to play the attack card. However, willpower is a resource that is shared by all heroes in your party. Unlike basic movements, you can recycle a card from any hero in your party to pay the willpower cost of your cards. You change your mind or recycle the card accidentally, you can always undo this and return any unspent cards to your hero's hands. Okay, you can also click on the recycle shrine to undo a hero's last action as long as it did not result in an attack or drawing of a card. Okay. We will now see that you can instead recycle a card from your hunter's hand to pay for your warrior to perform an attack. Power gives the character a permanent bonus but it is discarded after taking more damage than the card's resilience value. What? Like, I can do all of these. I don't want to get rid of any of these. Now drag the swipe card from your hero's hand to the intended target and... Good stuff. Important, you now have seen both the uses of recycling as skill card. You can pick up and move only the hero who owns the card. It provides willpower and can be used by any hero to play the more powerful skill cards. Remember, you can always retrieve any unspent cards by simply clicking on the recycle shrine. Well, I feel like taking aim seems really cool. Players. Oh, okay. This doesn't require cycle points. Well done, your hero will now be protected from damage by the enemy. All characters will lose half of the remaining defense points at the start of their turn. Timing when to use defend cards is very important. Power cards are a special type of skill card that give your heroes an ongoing bonus. On a power card, you will see the unique bonus that it will give your character. All ranged attacks deal +1 damage. And you will see the unique bonus that has a resilience value in green diamond on the left-hand side. Okay, got it. Take aim. Drag. Well done. You can view the powers active on your heroes or enemy heroes or characters by hovering over them. Although stances provide ongoing benefits, each power has its own health or resilience that is reduced when that character takes damage. When the character's resilience is depleted, the power will be discarded. Click on the hourglass, but No, I want to move. Why can't... Look, I have a card. Let me... No, when you end your turn, any unspent card will restore defense. And it will be converted. Okay, never mind. I feel like it did not do what it said it was going to do. What? Your combo strikes deal +2 damage if you are not adjacent to any friendly characters. Okay. During the enemy's turn, hopefully you notice two things. Your warrior's defense prevented her from taking any damage to her health when she was attacked. I did notice that. And your enemy also played a power card. You can hover over the charred warrior to inspect it, and I already did. Alright, cool. Well done. Oh, and things are happening. Well done. You've completed the combat tutorial and seen all of the basic card effects in action. A few reminders. The skill card can be recycled to either move a hero or provide an extra willpower point. For playing more powerful action cards, cycling cards is the key to making the most out of each turn. If you're unsure as to why you're unable to play a skill card, hover over it for a second, brings up the description. Got it. You can now either continue this battle with a full party of 3, or press escape to bring... let's just try this. It should be fine. So he's all, like, super defensive. We can prepare. Gain 1 willpower at the start of your next turn. I kind of like that. Oh, I need things to do that. Alright, I'm going to recycle this one and that one. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this one down. And then I'm going to put this one down. And you're an elementalist. So we're going to recycle that. And I guess I'll recycle this one. Which... deal 1 damage to all enemies within 3 spaces. No, I definitely don't want that. Alright. I may move you up here. Okay, I'm gonna move you up here. And can I power shot without hitting my own? I don't think so. So let's recycle you as well. Why does that not? Oh, because it's oh, okay, I see. Okay, that kind of makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's probably a mistake to do what I did, but yeah, it's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Alright, let's end the turn. Let's see. Enemy gets to move. I'm assuming the enemy's going to move up and start smacking our people up here. Comes a swipe. It's going to take out our take aim. Yep. Which I figured. And that's fine. I'm totally okay with that. Alright, so... I'm gonna do is this. All targets and defend. Oh, attacks of opportunity. Super fun. I assume that's what that meant. Oh, maybe not. Nope, no attacks of opportunity. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of one of my advance. I'm gonna use my power shot now. And I'm super disappointed because it all went horribly, horribly wrong. Get rid of defend. I think we'll put prepare up on you. When we're able to, get rid of that. Prepare. Alright, get rid of this. Move within range and swipe. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I feel like I'm doing very poorly. He's gonna move over and smack her. Nope, going right up against. Okay. Double swipe. A little bit of defending. Moving in deep. Gonna move there. Gonna swipe up on you. Gonna defend. Alright, next up. Got a basic shoot. Gonna take you out of the fray. Advance there. Gonna recycle that. Gonna advance you here. Yeah, if we end it... Oh, it did give defense to everybody. I like that. Alright, cool. Go ahead, swipe on him. Do it again. Nothing? Oh, you done. You are done, son. You know, I don't even need to move with you. It's all good. So, wing! I know, it wasn't fantastic. Damage all, or damage 3... Deal 3 damage and inflict burning to all characters in the target area. Oh god, that's dangerous. Alright, hold on. So, if I get rid of this, I can step to you, and then I can fan you out, and you can enjoy that tremendously. And then I can just play this, bloop, and then I can defend with you, and then I can toss that up there. And I'm hoping the defense goes onto her, but we'll see. Nope. It doesn't matter. You can't beat me. You can annoy me a lot. Like that you can absolutely do. Aw. Oh, he's still burning. Oh, okay. That's cool. Alright, we'll do some take aim. I think we'll probably advance to here. Her to recycle herself. Sounded really bad, didn't it? Hold on. In a second. Get you to recycle yourself in a second. I think I can see you there. I'm not entirely certain. Boom. You're not going to do anything anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, it's pretty much over, ladies and gentlemen. It is pretty much over. Let's say good day to you. There it is. We were victorious. I have a rough idea what I'm doing now. That's cool. 8, 5, and 9. Victory is ours. Okay, we survived the tutorial. I could technically break it off here, but you know what? Let's hop in and start the new adventure. Oh my. Choose the difficulty of your first adventure. Don't worry too much. You can change the difficulty whenever you start a new adventure. I don't have much experience with tactical combat or card games. I've played them before. I have loads of experience. The first of the series of Cataclysm levels for the ultimate challenge. We'll go with medium. Alright, choose my heroes. Doesn't look like I have a lot of choices. No items, and our quests don't exist either. Alright, that's fine. Let's begin our journey. Let's see. We will call this Colonial RPG. No, you know what? That doesn't work. We're gonna call this Splooch. This is a warrior. This is gonna be Colonial RPG. Good old good old Colonel RPG. And our elementalist will be Chimera. I get to sit back and not get murdered, and I like it. Okay, oh, we can change portraits that are coming soon. It looks like there's items to switch out. Oh, we can change the gender. Oh, that's interesting. Doesn't really look like much changes, but that's fine. Alright, I'll let Colonel RPG be a guy, I guess. It's fine. Alright, our personal best doesn't exist. Let's begin our journey. The settlement Terralin is dying. Most crops will not grow in the blasted lands. The settlement has relied on its hunters to bring meat from beasts that roam the plains and to scavenge where they can. At first, the hunters were able to bring enough food to support the people by scavenging from the ruins of the living world. These give us extra... Oh my god, they do. A lot of extra context. Not so long ago, the settlement of Terralin was just a cobbled-together refuge, populated primarily by voiders, the name given to the soul-scarred, those born with a scarred soul, who had learned to harness their power. Voiders have been born with a predisposition for mysticism, greatly enhancing their natural abilities. This enabled them to become great elementalists, warriors, assassins, or hunters. In order to ensure their survival in this fragile world, the Voiders began to look to their future, and started to train other soul-scarred with the skills and knowledge that they had acquired. Attracted by the protection of the protection that the Voiders offered, a steady trickle of desperate migrants, sure, immigrants, it's fine, started arriving in Terralin. That trickle became a flood, and the town soon became overcrowded, dirty, and plagued by disease. The settlement was initially lawless, which worked while the town was just occupied by Voiders, but eventually someone had to take charge. A vote was held in the Setting Sun Tavern, a rather grand name for a loosely assembled roof and a few barrels of dubious small beer. Alright. And a female voider named Naya, we'll say Naya, was chosen by a raucous popular vote. It made sense. She was the strongest warrior and, perhaps more importantly, had the loudest voice. And in this land, those two characteristics counted for much. And then the living world is the name given to the time before the Cataclysm. Only fragments of knowledge have been gleaned about it, found through picking the ruined remnants of settlements that revealed something about the landscape or people that used to inhabit Ash. Finally, a solution is found in a Living World tome scavenged from the remains of a grand library, the location of a water stone, an elven artifact of great power. The text describes the stone being used to create a waterfall to decorate the palace of an elven queen. No one needs to be reminded of the dangers of elven magic, the cause of the cataclysm that decimated the land. But, after months of watching the people of Terraland succumb to hunger and disease, the settlement leaders decide that it is time to take action. The Waterstone is an elven artifact of untold elemental power and value from the Living World. Information about the water gem's existence was found in Living World tome, scavenged from the remains of a grand library, which described how the gem was used to decorate the palace of an elven queen. The tome also featured a roughly scrawled map indicating the way to find the palace. It is believed that the gem has the power to produce fresh water in enormous quantities. Useful. Supposedly immortal creatures that can only be slain in battle or perish in natural disasters. Little is known about them, other than the fact that they possess significant elemental magic ability. The elves are now thought to be all but extinct, their numbers ravaged by the fire of cataclysm that are in the ensuing decades of persecution. All the other races revile and fear the elves for bringing about the cataclysm. The name for the devastating event that took place approximately 150 years ago, not much is understood about how it happened, except that it was brought about by elven magic, and that a great explosion ripped across the entire land of Ash, leveling forests, destroying crops, ruining settlements, and wiping out the vast majority of the living population. Of all the remaining races, the Ratlings appear to be the most numerous, presumably sheltered from the worst of the explosions in their underground dwellings. Ratlings now also dominate the surface of Ash, occupy former ruined human settlements. It is believed that the sun was severely damaged during the cataclysm, and that the sun flares and aurora storms that now wreak havoc on the surface of Ash only began to occur afterwards. Well, this sounds like a really bleak and just sad thing. Terraland can only spare enough supplies for a small party of warriors and hunters to go forth and seek the gem. The scholars estimate the journey will take several weeks, so the party is given as much food and supplies as can be spared. The scholars can tell you little of the area beyond the immediate surroundings, but it is unlikely your supplies will last for the entire journey. You will need to scavenge what you can from the Living World ruins and the native beasts along the way. The party sets off early with the fate of Terraland resting on its success. Welcome to Ash. To complete your quest to save Terraland, you must undertake a perilous journey over the surface of a ravaged planet. Follow the golden objective marker to reach your next quest destination. To keep your supplies up, and to find weapons and equipment crucial to your quest, the party must visit points of interest highlighted on the map. The most important resources on your quests are the party's fatigue and food levels. Keep an eye on your party's fatigue level to keep it in top fighting form. Food supplies are your most important resource in this desolate land. To keep your party fresh, be sure to rest regularly by clicking this image. You will get the most benefit from resting in ruins and settlements where you can find shelter from the harsh conditions of Ash. Each day your party will need to consume 2 units of supplies, so make sure to stock up regularly. Bookmarks. You can view your party's inventory as well as the items currently equipped by clicking on one of the hero's portraits on the left of the book. From here, you can manage and view your hero's combat deck by rearranging equipment. To return to the map, click on the Adventure bookmark at the top right-hand side. Good luck on your journey. Begin our trial. Oh, but you think we're beginning our trial, ladies and gentlemen. I just whetted your appetite. You're going to have to tune in for the next episode if you want to see how our journey unfolds. We now know how to fight. We know how the combat works. We have no idea how the world map works other than what we were just told. The story has been set up. We are primed. We are ready to see what happens. But again, you'll have to wait till the next episode. Anyway, a shout out once again to the developers for reaching out to me and sending this my way. I greatly appreciate it, and I do apologize for the little bit of a delay I had in getting here. It's been a crazy busy several months. It's always crazy busy. Anyway, that's not an excuse, neither here nor there. If you guys want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, any of that wonderful fun stuff, it'll all be down below in the description of the video and various links and things of that nature, like it always is. And subscribe to the channel for more content like this and to actually see what happens in the next episode. It's very useful. And until the very next episode, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.